Hello, all you coin aficionados out there, and welcome to the DC Coin World International Coin Channel. Today we have the 1983 US 1 cent coin. Now, in 1983, the United States made a change in the makeup of their coins. From 1959 until 1982, they had a bronze version of the coin, the 1 cent coin, and that had 95% copper with some tin and zinc. In 1983, they came out with a new version, and this is it, and it's a copper-plated zinc. So when you look at it, it actually weighs less. So if you picked up say a 1982, which is the bronze coin, and the 1983, you'll see that the 1982 weighs about 3.11 grams, and the 1983 weighs approximately 2.5 grams. So quite a difference in weight between the two of them. The 1983 coin, because it was the first year of a new penny, or a new metalled penny, they produced a bunch of them. So this is, there's no mint mark on here, which means it's from the Philadelphia Mint. The Philadelphia Mint did not put a P on in 1983. There also was a Denver Mint, which had a D, and a San Francisco Mint, which produced proof coins, which would have an S there. At the Philadelphia Mint, they made 7.7 billion of these. I mean billion with a B. And at the Denver Mint, they made 6.5 billion. So between the two in 1983, they produced 14.2 billion of the regular circulated copper-plated zinc coins. And why did they do that? Because copper started going way up in value. And so rather than putting a coin that was 95% copper, they could do the copper-plated zinc and save lots of money on the copper value. Because the copper for the 1982 coins was worth, some people estimated as much as 3 cents. I saw one estimate that said 3.2 cents at one time for the copper in the 1 penny coin, which just doesn't make any sense at all. And that's why Canada and a lot of other countries went away from their copper coins. So what's on the back of this coin? Well, that's why you would try to get as many of these 1983s as you can. There is a double die version of the 1983 coin in which the United States of America has a double die. Where it says United States of America at the top has a double die. If we look closely, we can see that this is not that version. We don't see any doubled lettering here. We do see a really beat coin, and a lot of these copper-plated zinc coins do not age well. If we looked at this beautiful kind of aging and patina on the 82, and then we have the next year over, and we see that it just ages quite differently. So this is not the double die. This, however, is the Frank Gasparo version. And another thing you can see how Lincoln is very faded in the center? If we look at the 1982, and it's not just because this coin's in better condition, it's because most 1982s are in much better condition than 1983s because of the metal that they used and the changes in the metal. So if you're looking to find the coin, there are some error coins from 1983 that had the double die version. There's a couple other error coins you can look for. But in general, we have 14.2 billion of these coins, which were worth, or are still worth, about 1 cent US. Hello, all you coin collectors out there, and welcome to DC Coin World International Coin Channel. Today we're going to take a look at a couple error coins from the United States of America. And this one on the top you can see is a 1983 Lincoln Memorial 1 cent coin. And way up at the top you can see it's kind of trying to jump off the edge here. And down here we can see there's a slight doubling of the rim. So this is kind of a weird coin because the rim part's actually offset. So when they take a blank like this, and this is a nickel blank, the first thing they do is they put the rim on. And so that one of the first things you can figure out if it's working or not is if it has the rim on it. If they put the rim on it, they call it a planchet. And you can see this one does not have a rim on it. Well, this one they put the rim on, but they didn't get the rim right, um, and it's kind of offset off the coin, and it's it's of some value. It's probably worth $1 or more, just because these are just hard things to find. And then if we go over onto the back, we'll see that we don't see much on the back really. It's pretty close to being um, set right. And that's kind of another weird thing, is that how could they get the front wrong and the back right? And it's just a question of the rim of the the stamping machine. And you do see some like kind of weird lines up here. So the back's a little messed up too. This coin, $1 to $2 maybe. I keep it because it's just a fun coin, just to see that little extra edge there, right there. But this one is a really weird one. And this is an offset coin. And when you get an offset coin, you can see that this is a planchet, so we do have the rim here. And then you can see this one's fallen off the edge. And these are really, really hard to find, especially nowadays, because what the US Mint is doing with coins that are offset is they're actually stamping them with this machine that kind of crinkle cuts them. So they have this crinkly thing so nobody can steal them. So before they leave the US Mint, according to the stuff that I've read, they get this crinkle cut put on them, and you can't get one of these anymore very easily. Now, this coin is also from around 1983. It's the same materials that he used. It's not the modern material, and of course it doesn't have the shield on it or any of the other stuff. So this could be, but this coin here could be anywhere between 1983 and 2008, because that's when they made this particular coin out of the copper plated zinc. So if we flip it over, we see something that's a little disappointing, and that is, when you look at an offset coin, one of the major things that you want for value is to have the year over here. So this is probably 70%, 65, 70% offset. I mean, 70% of the coin, of the engraving, is not on this coin. But it's so offset that you don't have the year. And when you don't have the year, that changes the value dramatically. This coin is probably worth about $5 or so. If we had a year on here, it may be worth between $10 and $30. And if it was a little bit better shape, it could be worth even more than that. And you can see this one. If you get this one and it's just a fine high red, almost has a polished look to it, sometimes with a date on it, it could be worth $100 or more. If you're looking to kind of figure out what's going on with these coins, one of the places I would go would be to maybe go to CoinQuest. There's also a great forum, FORUM, called the Lincoln Cent Forum, and sometimes you'll get these great, really interesting articles in there. And one of the articles I looked at in there was from a guy named Simon on offset, off-center strikes and misaligned die errors. And if you look, so again, go to the Lincoln Cent Forum, and you might find some really good material on these, or information on these. So how many did they make? We don't know, because we don't have the year. How many of these did they make? Not too many, but because we can't see the date, it's not that valuable. Say maybe $5 to $7. It's great to have in your collection, but you just don't know when it was from. All right, that's all we have today. Oh, I wanted to show you one more thing. This is not only misaligned, it actually is bigger than a regular penny. See how it actually goes over the edge of the penny. So this not only took the penny out, but it took some of the material out, took the rim right over, and took the material right out over the edge of the penny. So when we put the other Lincoln Cents on top of it, we see that it is not round in any way, shape, or form. All right, that's all we have today from DC Coin World. We'd love to have you subscribe to our channel and leave any comments you might have in the comments section.